In this Logmaster short, we will be covering off driver events, including the first driver flow. So on your mobile phone, on the left-hand side of my screen, as you can see, we have the mobile phone here. We hit work button for the first time. Now, this is a very important message. If you uninstall the application before rejoining the network, you may destroy data, and there is an offense on that, on punishable fine. So this will pop up, and we do have to keep reminding you. But if you don't want to be reminded all the time, don't remind me for 7 days. That message will disappear. Now, for starters, you got to select the business you're driving for. That'll give you a record keeper location, base location, and a base time zone. By selecting next, you can confirm this. So if you are transitioning from daylight savings times, you can actually edit your time in here and select your different time zone. Sticking with +10 for now. And any BFM example numbers here. Mine is currently example. Now we click on through. Now the Fit to Drive declaration, if your business has decided to use Fit to Drive, you will need to fill this in. I had a pretty good sleep last night. I am very alert. Now I'm not returning from leave or off driving activities, and I am not feeling unwell. Now I do have a 0 blood alcohol content, and I am not impaired by drugs. So I need to select yes on this answer because I am not. Make sure you read that very clearly. And you do have a current driver's license. Now, this is the standard warning message from the NHVR. This good old standard offences punishable by $10,000. Now, you need to put your signature in here. I am currently Johnny. So that's my signature. Now, you can select your fatigue plan here. If you have AFM, this list will augment for you. I'm just going to select BFM Solo. It'll come up with a list of vehicles. If the vehicle you are looking for is not listed, you can press the plus sign in the bottom right-hand corner, and that'll go through to create a vehicle. I'm just going to select 1A, 1B, 1C as my vehicle today. Now, if your business has selected pre-start checks, you'll have to go through the pre-start. This is the basic pre-start. And again, the same message. And we sign it with Johnny. Now, this will come up with your location. If you wish to change your location to suburb only, you can. You can manually enter this if it's not quite correct. I'm going to leave it as is. I'll hit next. Now, you got to put in your odometer, 125. You do have the ability to change your time here, which I'm going to do for this demo. So this is if you've gone in, you've had your break, and you've forgotten to go into rest mode or into work mode afterwards, you can actually go in and edit your data here. So I'm going to roll this back to 9 a.m. I'm going to put in a comment. Forgot break. Oh, forgot to start work. And that'll submit the event and update my statistics on my dashboard. On the left-hand side, you can see how long I've been working for. And on my right-hand side, you'll see how much rest I have left. Now, thankfully, the first work of the day is the complicated one. Everything else from there is fairly smooth. By pressing rest, it'll come up. It'll remember that you're suburb only. You can change your odometer here. I'm going to go 225. I'm going to roll this back to 1300. And put in a comment. Forgot rest. And it'll tell me how long I've been resting for. And again, for work, I can go in. I've got my vehicle. No pre-start this time because I don't need it. Next. And I'm going to leave the time here because I'm about to show you how to edit events outside the system. So we go into here, we hit next. So now that we've created that event, it'll update its statistics. If we go to events here, you can actually see the events that you've created. Now, none of these events are actually locked. They're all unlocked. You'll lock those by doing an end of day process in rest. To edit these events, you can actually go into the pencil and paper, click on that. Anything you edit here will be saved in the system. So I can roll this back to 1400. Got my statistics. You are forced to put a comment in here. Example comment. And hit submit. That'll actually save and update. But if you go back into that record, you will see there's a full change history. So anything you change in here will show up. You can change any of the events as you like that are unlocked. You cannot overlap events, so they are interlocked. So as you can see by this rest event, I can't go past 1400 and I can't go past 9 AM. And I can only delete the most recent event. That is very important. Now, if I do delete that most recent event, it'll bring me back into rest mode. So when I go back into the dashboard, I'm on the resting screen. For end of day, if you have completed your shift for the day, you can click the end of day button at the bottom of the screen. It'll show you the events that you are locking. This is the legal statement as per the NHVR requirement. We can put in our signature. We accept, and we've got to put our password in. And once you click submit, these events will be locked. So if I go back to the events page, you'll see that they are locked and they are no longer editable.